Okay, first of all, I'd just like to give a shout out to David Housel. Missed his first home game, I think, since 1964. We're thinking about him. Glad we got the victory. Like the way that we put the game away early. Got a chance to play some young guys, which was much needed. A lot of those guys are going to be playing, this season, and get them out there, get experience, get their feet wet. The only negative of the game, really, from my standpoint, was the 4 turnovers, but 3 of those were from freshmen. And it's good that you do that in a game like this. And so we just got to do a better job of holding the ball. Our defense, I thought, played outstanding. The 4 turnovers, Daniel Thomas really made an impact play on the interception for a touchdown. Kind of gave us a little breathing room there. And then, of course, we had the block punt. That was really nice, to get the score with that. So overall, glad to get the victory. It was a really good crowd, for the first home game, and we're looking forward to next week. Questions?
Kenny, go ahead.
You're hoping to see an increase in the running game. You average almost 7 yards per carry. How much stock do you put in it against the caliber?
I don't know. We were able to run the football, and we said that last week. We got to run the football better. So, I thought that was good to get back on track running the football, and especially giving all the running backs carries. There's nothing like carries in a game, and you can find out a lot about the running backs too. And kind of like we talked about, we got to do a better job of protecting the football. That's really the only negative I saw from the game.
Whitlow has twice as many carries as Cam and 3 times as many yards. Has he taken over that top spot?
No, I'm not ready to say that. I mean, in a game like this, sometimes you just want to give those freshmen carries. And you saw, I think, what was it, four different freshmen carried the football. And so that was by design. You want to give those guys a chance to show what they can do. And like I said, protect the football.
Gus, what do you look for in a game like this after Washington before LSU? What are your eyes on?
Well, to play good, clean Auburn football. Like I said, that took care of them pretty early in the game. That's the positive. Able to play a lot of new guys, like I said earlier. That's the positive. I think that's what you take away from a game, because it's a long season, and depth, especially in our league, is a factor. Gave us a chance to play a whole bunch of people, defensively, offensively, special teams, and so that's the takeaway.
Talk about protecting the football. Asa goes out there, and one of the first things he does is fumble. Frustrating for you to see him do that?
Well, he's a true freshman, and that's his first game action. So, he's he's going to be a really good back, and he'll do a better job protecting the football in the future. But there's nothing like experience going out there the first time, and stuff like that happens.
Your impression of Anthony Schwartz, first significant playing time after last week?
It was good. He's really fast. I think he carries over his speed. He's just as fast and pad as he is without, and I think that's really big. And he made a really good impact play on the deep post and then on the reverse, and he's got big playability.
What's the story on Darius Slate, why he didn't play?
Darius was just a little banged up, nothing serious. He could have played. We just chose to hold him out until next week, but he'll be ready to go.
And how's linebacker they got banged up? Darryl.
Yeah, I really don't know exactly. I don't think it's anything too serious. Seeing him in the locker room and all that, I'll know more, later on.
Let's talk about where you're just trying not to embarrass them in the second half. You had an opportunity to let the backup quarterbacks actually throw passes in the game, and something happens to your starting quarterback. You don't have a quarterback on the team and just throwing passes.
We've done quite a bit, as far as Malik, and get all the first team reps in the spring and everything that goes with that. So, we do what we have to do, and I feel good about where we're at if those guys have to play, even throwing the football.
What were your impressions of Shivers today? He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's really impressed us, in scrimmages and all that. He's a tough guy. He's a real physical guy, even though he's not big in stature. He really runs hard, and he's low to the ground, and he did a good job when he was in there.
How much did you factor in the new redshirt rule when you were, choosing some of these young guys?
We factored it in. There's no doubt. And the thing about, from a coach's standpoint, it gives us a chance to, see what guys can do. See the guys that can help you, and you can make decisions a lot quicker. So, hopefully a game like this will help us with that.
Earlier in the week, you weren't sure about Eli and Will playing. Obviously, they both here.
Yeah.
When did you know they were going to get to play, and just what was their reaction?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, I mean, they've been practicing, full speed with everything that goes with it, and it was just kind of one of those deals. They've been cleared for, 2 weeks, and, it just felt like try to get their feet wet a little bit, and but no, they're going to be ready to play. They both had very fast recoveries, and I think it was good to get them out there and get their feet wet.
Is this going to be a week-to-week thing, or are they at this point?
We'll see where that goes. But right now, it's looking good. Their progression, both of them, is ahead of schedule.
When you see Will clothesline a teammate celebrating there, you just going, please don't jump on into that team.
Yeah, it is. We got to get better at celebrating. I saw that on the replay. I saw it and kind of shook my head.
Can you talk about Devin Barrett? Got to play pretty good at corner today.
Yeah, Devin's been playing corner, and he's kind of a couple periods a day on some offense, but I think he's locked in over there right now, and I think he did some good things out there. There's nothing like experience for him out there too.
So him scoring a touchdown, I guess that's got to be a big deal to him.
Yeah, great job. I think Jordan Peters blocked the punt, and he scooped and scored with it. And I think Denson was kind of in on that too. I think we had 2 people that kind of got a hand on the ball.
Coach, you're 2 games in, you got LSU coming up. Where are you seeing your team at right now?
Well, we're 2-0, and we beat a top 10 team 2 weeks ago, and got a chance to let some young guys play. They're an outstanding team. I think anybody that saw them play against Miami can say that. So it'll be a traditional Auburn LSU game. I think everybody knows that.
KJ Britt was all over the place. Just having him have that much playing time, how big is that?
Yeah, I think it's really big. He's done a great job in practice. Really raised his level. From this year from last year. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
Near the end of the first half, like Jack Driscoll got rolled up a little bit, and then I think even Horton got hauled a little bit, and Driscoll went to the locker room early.
Yeah.
How are they feeling? And then also, second part of that, how did the backups perform on the right side?
Yeah. First of all, those 2, I think most of it was a little precautionary right there. So hopefully they'll be back and be ready to go. As far as our backups, I thought they did a good job execution. We didn't have very many negative plays, and that's what you always worry about with the communication. But there's nothing like experience, for the Troxels of the world, Calvin Ashley's, Nick Brahms was in there, Bailey Sharp. I thought that was good for them to play a good half of football.
As you transition to LSU week, what is going to be your first message to the team? What has been an emotional series for years, but especially these last 2 meetings where they come here 2 years ago, lose very late. You guys blew that lead last year there. Just what's that first message?
Well, like I said, it's always a good game we play. There's no doubt it's big. It's big for the West, and like I said, I think what are they, top 10 or close or whatever. I mean, it's going to be a big game. I think everybody knows that, and we're going to get their best. They're going to get our best, and I'm glad we're playing at home.
Well, I wanted to ask you about, earlier in the week, you want to see the focus of the team this week and get better from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah,
our
focus was really good as far as preparation and all that. And like I said, we didn't get out there and slop around early. I mean, we went ahead and we had the one fumble, we overcame it, and then put them away early. And so I thought that was really positive.
You mentioned Daniel Thomas. What does he do that allows him to get such a good break on the ball?
He's a football player. Those were stick his foot in the ground and 2 impact plays that I think both of them, obviously he scored on the one, but I think the other one led to points.
Through 2 games, just how pleased have you been with Whitlow's progression at running back in his first real action?
Yeah, good. As long as we hold him to football, I'm real pleased.